Good morning. I am in a bad mood this morning. I have been trying to sail with Melly on a vacation for months now, and there's been lockdown after lockdown after lockdown, and I get to watch rich yuppies from Vancouver come in their super yachts defying the regulations, while I don't defy the regulations and keep rescheduling. I haven't seen Melly in over 3 months, and I miss her a lot. And they finally lifted the regulations yesterday, and we had planned this whole trip, and today is the first day we've had substantial, arguably too much wind in months, because it's summertime. So, bad wind, coming from exactly where we need to go. The boat's not finished. Still haven't finished stitching the cushions. I don't know what episode is going to air first, whether the cushions or this one. I'm in a foul mood, but you know what? I'm a good sailor. I've been through much worse wind than this. This is not that bad. Just gonna be a little unpleasant today, getting up there. But screw it, I'm having an adventure. First, I gotta put pants on. Alright, well, it actually turned out to be a pretty nice sail. A little rough and beating into it when I started out, but what else is new? That's kind of how I always end up sailing. Always close hauled and reefed up. And but then, you know, as I got out there, the wind kind of moved a little bit off of exactly where I wanted to go, so I was able to let out a little bit more sail, bag it out a bit more, and start really flying. Hauling that dinghy behind me though is a bad idea. That thing just really, it's so heavy, it's so slow. But for today, we're picking up Melly. You excited to see Melly? We're gonna get a pizza too. Probably more excited for the pizza than Melly. I don't know, maybe. Where is she? ¿Quién es ella? ¿Por qué eres tan metiche? Just walking on the side of the road, great.
Side of the highway.
So easy to find.
Hi!
It's a vegetarian pizza, but I picked up a hot vegetarian. Alright, so Sechelt does have a pier, but it's day use only and it's incredibly exposed, so you can't really use it for a boat or anything. You can just put up a little dinghy, maybe at most. There's quite a lot of barnacles on it too, so I have a sneaking suspicion not many people actually use it. Instead, we're gonna go tuck around the corner. There's a breakwater and a nice spot to anchor right around the corner. We'll go check it out.
The lens of television. I wasn't entirely sure. Our first order is their health and more that had stuck with him. Completed and handsome. Let's come back to it. Cheers. Are you having your same?
You look really beautiful with that long hair.
Thank you.
You look kind of wild.
I like it too. Back to old me.
A little rocky this morning. We're only exposed here at high tide, and it's high tide. So now the boat is just doing this, and it's like 4:30 a.m. We're just gonna get up and start. My coffee is going everywhere. I'm gonna start the day.
Aprovecha porque sabe que estoy mal hecha y se aprovecha de que no sé querer sin doler. Hasta hoy extraño un poco su daño, que sin sus ofensas me siento descompuesta.
Heading into Frenchman's Cove. It's incredibly tight getting in here.
Y me atreví a soñar y se aprovecha porque sabe que estoy mal hecho y se aprovecha.
Shout out to Mr. Life is Like Sailing, who brought us this all the way back from the Northwest Territories. Southwest from the Northwest. I know it's hipster blasphemy, but it goes really good on avocado toast.
There's a little castle. Tree, just holding on. Do it, come on. Go, girl.
Have I mentioned that I got like the only pit bull that will not swim? My skater boy girlfriend had to show up in vans.
No vaping.
This beautiful area of the Sunshine Coast is called Smuggler's Cove. Interestingly, around here, all the rock is granite, whereas the Gulf Islands that I left are all made of sandstone. So the Gulf Islands are a very different kind of shape, much smoother, much rounder. But you come here and there's so many jagged edges and places for water to pool. So you have lots of swamps like this, beautiful fjords, loads to see, very interesting landscape.
Dame tus pecados, tu manera de ser. Y me los desayuno con algo de beber. Que tu forma de mirar pertenece.
Came back to the boat, and Honey is losing her mind right now because right up there, do you see it?
Oh, honey, he hurt you. Shut up. See, now
No puedo acercarme y tu pelo como el mar me causa este malestar y no quiero ilusionarme. Me muero por poder confesar que a ella la quisiera reemplazar. Eres mi pecado capital, pero ya que no te puedo hablar, saludos, 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 saludos.
All right, well, we switched our anchorage. We left Frenchman's Cove, came around the bend, about a 30-minute sail over here to Smuggler's Cove. And Smuggler's Cove has a cool history. It used to be a bootlegger's spot, and there was a pirate who would take Chinese laborers after the CP rail closed down and smuggle them into the States. So the American border is still really close, and there's plenty of smuggling that goes both ways. During the Vietnam War, a lot of the people who live in Gabriola and all the southern Gulf Islands, they all moved up here to dodge the draft. And yeah, so there's a lot of cool smuggler Han Solo kind of stuff happening up around here, and this is just a beautiful spot to throw down anchor and stern tie to some cliffs, and beautiful, perfectly sheltered spot to spend the night. All right, for friend and viewer of the channel, Katie, who now lives on Gabriola, sent me off on this trip with loads of freeze-dried goodies, and thank you so much. I'll leave a link to her stuff if you guys are interested in getting freeze-dried food to just stock up. There's some, well, Melly will tell you if it's any good.
I've never tried any freeze-dried food in my life, and now I'm gonna eat some unicorn poop.
Yeah, I don't know why you have to freeze-dry Skittles, because I think
they probably
have a
last
crazy
long
shelf
already,
life
hey?
as it is. Wow, that's crunchy.
Crunchy.
Crunchy, look at it. All stuck
Definitely
together.
crunchy.
Oh wow.
And sweet. So yeah.
It's so dry. Okay, it essentially turns Skittles into potato chips.
Pretty much, yeah.
Kind of like eating peanuts. Like super dry. But like peanuts that taste like Skittles. Oh, I'm into that. I got loads of stuff. You want to try some strawberries next?
Yes.
It's like the marshmallows in cereal.
They turn into powder in your mouth.
Oh my
Give me
god.
more. I'll put that in my granola.
I'm going to put that in your cocktail right now.
Try the fruits too.
So in order to unfreeze dry something, technically you're supposed to add water, but today we're adding gin and tonic. Okay. Strawberry, please. Look at it. It swims. Funny you should ask that. You actually can freeze dry meat. Steak, which is cooked, and cod, which is actually raw. So freeze dried meat is possible too. I think the main thing this would be great for is like camping gear and stuff like that. If you were gonna have to carry this on your back, you could carry like several, like you can carry like 2 weeks worth of food in your backpack, and it wouldn't, like, it could be shelf stored, you know, it's not gonna go bad, and it weighs like nothing. Well, I'm looking forward to, we'll crack into this one later tonight.
Esta curiosidad que me digas la verdad, tan secreta y tan violenta. Me muero por poder confesar que yo la quisiera reemplazar. Eres mi pecado capital, pero ya que no te puedo hablar, saludos.
Hi, honey. Hi, Simon.
We're setting off to Thorby Island, Canada's most tropical beach.
Thormanby.
Thormanby?
Yeah.
Saludos, saludos. Oh, oh. Como que nuestra historia.
You excited?
Yeah. It looks beautiful.
Is this the tropical adventure you were promised when you found out your boyfriend was a sailor?
You mean when I moved to the west coast of Canada? And I saw one palm tree in Vancouver and thought, oh my god, this is like California.
Ella la quisiera reemplazar. Eres mi pecado capital, pero ya que no te puedo hablar, me muero por poder confesar que ella la quisiera.
This is Thormanby Island, and it's a sandy island, which means it's sandy holding. And we're trying to find a shallow enough spot to let out enough scope to really have good holding, because I'm a nervous Nancy.
37.
No me digas que no sabes bien cómo me ves. No me digas que no sabes lo bien que te ves. No me digas que no sabes bien que me vuelves loca. No me digas que no me gusta cómo caminas. Casi te prefiero a ti que a mi vitamina A. No me digas que no sabes bien que me vuelves.
Alright, well, it's official. Honey cannot be trusted off leash. Strange Beach. It was like a nice 5-mile run for me. But I finally caught her. She's in timeout corner for now. I don't know what's gotten into her.
Loca, loca,
It's a flooding tide in the middle of summer and it's just warm enough to really enjoy swimming without a wetsuit. If it weren't for the mountains in the background, you'd think I was in the Bahamas or something. This place is amazing.
What's for lunch? Sailor, chef, and barkeep Simon.
Well, first we're having a citrus-filled gin and tonic.
Delicious and refreshing.
Which, I mean, an orange peel just makes everything always better. And then we're having pad thai with, well, some interesting green noodles and otherwise very tasty dish.
Loca, 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 loca. Loca, 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 loca. Loca, 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 loca. Me vuelve loca, sigo perdida. Un túnel sin salida.
I made it. It took 10 minutes, but I'm in here. God damn it.
How's the water?
It's cold but very refreshing. Good morning, everyone. We've left Buccaneer Bay. We really enjoyed our time at the beach, and then we cleaned up the boat all morning, took Honey for a walk. I've been at the helm and Simon's been dealing with this setup. And now we're sailing. And it's a long sailing day ahead, right?
It's a magnificent day. I didn't think this day would ever happen, but I am genuinely sailing downwind. Probably I think 3 times. I think this is the 3rd time I've ever sailed downwind. And this time I'm using the spinnaker pole and I've got it all, I've got the boom locked down and I am just wing on wing, all downhill. This is great, very comfortable. I go really well.
Yes, right here.
Take a look around, and you will see what I have found. Got me dancing in Burundi. You got me jumping like a miracle. I feel the colors of the Aztec and the Mayan. We're all part of this earth. We're all part of this earth. We're all part of this drive. I used to be a kid, was so naive, like Adam and Eve.
We made it all the way to Gibsons after an awesome day of sailing. Half of the time I was at the helm and the other half I was dozing off, so great. And now we're here and it's real beautiful. It's lots of traffic, lots of motorboats, but we've got to find a way to anchor or to dock. That's the question right now.
Time and time again, got me dancing in Burundi. You got me jumping like a miracle. I feel the colors of the Aztec and the Mayan. We're all part
lovely 6-hour downwind sail at 25 knots, we have reached Gibsons. We're a beautiful harbor town and a fun little spot for a date night.
All right, Simon, any last words?
Tell my mom.
Scary cold, honey. I know the feeling. Trust me.
You gonna go in? Is that okay, honey? Alright, we're going out for date night. No movies till late. No scary movies especially. Okay? We want you in bed by 9. Got it? Alright.
And no boys coming over.
No boys. You're a good girl. Everyone loves you.
Very good girl.
Such a good girl. Wow.
Love you.
I'm so glad this boat came with this little mesh inserts for the front and the back, so we get to keep the mosquitoes out and still aerate the whole boat. You look great though. So cute. Wow. Guys, she's wearing heels in my dinghy. Wow.
That's a first.
Me criticas de lo que sabes bien que te identificas. Te cuesta admitir que me necesitas. Me quieres o no, no te contradigas. No seas terco, para insultos ya no tengo tiempo. Que para mentir te has vuelto experto. Tú sabes que ya por eso no me acerco. Terco, terco no sé quién a ti te maleduco. Que el mundo no gira alrededor tuyo. Todo el día andas de fiesta en fiesta presumiéndome.
We had a lovely evening. Very nice date spot. Well, what was it called? Buono
Osteria.
Lovely Italian restaurant. Way fancier and nicer than I was expecting in this tiny little, cute little town of Gibsons. No offense, Gibsons. And I had truffles for the first time in my life. I've never had truffles before. Really something else. And Melly had too many drinks. And now she's sloshed. So
I'm really happy.
it was a lovely weekend. Great way to cap off an amazing weekend. It's awesome.
Y ahora te arrepientes y te pesa. Te traté como reales y me cortaste la cabeza. Pero ay, 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 canta y no llores. Ay, 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 ya no me llores porque con la lima ya no.
Hey, honey. Were you a good girl? Did you look after the boat? That's nice. Thank you very much. Did you have a good nap? Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. What's the word? Fuck. Last day of the trip and last visiting location is Keats Island. And that's just a 10-15 minutes motor on the other side of Gibsons. And yeah, we're just gonna do some exploring there and finish up our little vacation.
No seas terco, para insultos ya no tengo tiempo. Que para mentir te has vuelto experto. Tú sabes que ya por eso no me acerco. Terco.
So Plumper.
Alright, well, it's almost as warm today as it was yesterday. So we're visiting Plumber's Cove, which has loads of shaded, cool breezes and a lovely spot to just cool down.
Yeah, very good. Real vacation. We unplugged. We did not consume any media really. No movies.
I think you posted to Instagram 37,000 times
I did post to Instagram, but I only posted. I didn't consume.
And now all that's left is a nice sail home. I have a feeling I'll be back to beating up wind. I think Melly's my good luck charm. And now that she's gone, I'm definitely beating up wind.
Terco, te presté mi tiempo y lo perdiste. Con ella te divertiste, ahora estás bien triste. Y ahora te arrepientes y te pesa, te traté.
Well, home sweet home. I'm just finishing editing up this episode, and I am just so grateful to Peter and Kathy for having given me Kishmal. That was, bar none, the best sailing adventure I've ever had yet to date. I hope to have many, many more, but that is amazing. Having delayed this vacation a couple of times and also having not had the boat done the way I wanted it, I was really stressed out when this begun, and things just got a lot better. This boat really put a smile on my face, and it was especially amazing to see Melly enjoy her time on the boat, enjoy her time at the helm. I think she's going to enjoy this boat even more once we're moving, but just to see that spark light in her eye was really something special. It's going to be sad to see that boat go when it goes, but also it'll be good to refocus back on this boat and to get this boat sailing sooner rather than later. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you again, Peter and Kathy.